I'm back. Road Rants for a Black and White Network. Well, anytime I've got the opportunity, and excuse my French or language, if you are offended by a four-letter word, this might not be your right lane. Well, anytime I get a chance to shit all over renowned racist Joy Reid and MSNBC, I'm going to take that opportunity. Just to let you know, yeah, I'm petty as hell like that. Sure is. Sure can be. Sure am. Okay? I'm no scholar either. Don't claim to be. Even though I'm Rhodes, I'm not a Rhodes scholar. Okay? I'm a redneck that does like to have a bit of a good time and poke a little fun into somebody out there that, outside of you being black, she pretty much hates your guts. Let's just be real. So, we're gonna look at her ratings because she's had an epic crash, an all-time crash with her show, the REIDOUT, where she, her and a round table plethora, if you will, of guests come through to basically crap on white folks for however long her show is on, an hour. I don't even know how long it's on. It's on too long. Let's put it that way. And then I'm going to talk about the meteoric rise of a conservative late night host, which I think we all love, Greg Gutfeld, because he is starting to dominate television ratings. Bill Maher loves Greg Gutfeld's show. He said it's the best late night show on, and Bill Maher's got a late night show. So, you know, we know Bill Maher's a liberal, but he said, man, conservative television badly needed a voice at night, and we've got one in Greg Gutfeld, and of course, we're going to check that out. So, without making you wait any longer, let's start the crapping process on Joy Reid, and then we'll go over to Greg Gutfeld and check out his ratings. MSNBC's Joy Reid has the smallest quarterly audience since the REIDOUT launched. This is Fox News. MSNBC's The REIDOUT, with host Joy Reid, finished the second quarter of 2022 with its smallest audience since the program launched in 2 years. 2 years ago this month. The quarter wrapped up before the long holiday weekend, revealing Reid's program has shed viewers at an alarming rate since she took the place of Chris Matthews, who was forced to retire in March 2020. Reid's program averaged 1.1 million total viewers during the second quarter for its worst turnout since it launched. MSNBC's 7 p.m. Eastern program also struggled among advertiser-coveted demographic of adults aged 25 to 54, averaging only 122,000 viewers for its lowest quarterly total ever. After having a series of rotating hosts, Reid officially took over for Matthews' time slot in July 2020. And let's be real here. MSNBC has boxed themselves in. Because if they get rid of her racist ass, guess what's going to happen? She checks two boxes. She's a woman, and she's black. So all of a sudden, MSNBC will get utterly drugged by the Twitter wokes, calling them racist, etc., etc. At the time, many criticized MSNBC for promoting Reid on the heels of her infamous blog scandal in 2018. At the time of her promotion, Reid was arguably best known for claiming homophobic, conspiratorial, and other offensive posts on her pre-fame blog were planted by diabolical hackers. Sure they were. She eventually got emotional on air when her claim fell apart and admitted it seemed unlikely she was hacked, but claimed that she did not recall making the offensive remarks, for which she apologized for anyway. The REIDOUT started strongly despite her skeletons, averaging nearly 2 million viewers during the third quarter of 2020, but has lost 46% of its audience since. Viewers from the coveted demo are fleeing, as the REIDOUT has lost a whopping 60% of its viewers in the critical category over the same time period. The far-left program managed 308,000 demo viewers in its inaugural quarter. Wow. Reid's program was not even in the 20 most watched cable news programs among total viewers or demo during the second quarter of 2022. Wow. Wow. Although Reid had trouble attracting viewers, she thrived when it came to making headlines. Of course, because she goes out and she says the most outlandish things driven by race one can claim humanly possible, like the fact that Kamala Harris's biggest problem is white males holding her back, and if we criticize her, of course we're racist. Kamala Harris is terrible. She's an utter dumpster fire at her own job. That's my fault? Really? Stop it. Greg Gutfeld. Greg Gutfeld's right-wing comedy makes him one of the most watched people on cable news, and his audience is only growing. Last week, Fox News' late-night show, Gutfeld, averaged 2.12 million total viewers, and this is the kicker, folks. 348,000 viewers in the 25 to 54 age demographic. His second best week of the year. Greg Gutfeld, who hosts his self-titled 11 p.m. comedy show, my wife and I watch it quite a bit, or at least I watch it quite a bit, and then she wakes up sometimes and she watches it for 3 seconds and then she goes back to sleep, is also a panelist on The Five, which just marked its third consecutive quarter topping the ratings, a record for a non-primetime show. The Five averaged 3.3 million viewers and 461,000 demo viewers between April and June, meaning Gutfeld is seen by some 5 million viewers every day. Look, Gutfeld's got a great delivery. He's got a great delivery, dry humor. I mean, he's got wit, everything you possibly want. Wednesday, he insisted Republicans should investigate Hunter Biden just for, quote, petty revenge. If they retake the House, Gutfeld has certainly found an audience with the right-of-center comedy. While still trailing Stephen Colbert in terms of total viewers, Gutfeld now regularly defeats The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel Live in the ratings, not to mention far outpacing his cable news competition. Fallon averaged just 1.323 million total viewers. Kimmel 1.204 million. While Colbert remains on the top of late-night television, the medium remains in decline as hosts and writers struggle with how to evolve in a post-Trump and streaming-dominated world. How Gutfeld fits into that picture appears to be becoming more and more clear. However, he certainly is finding an audience. I think he'll be number one before too long. Have you seen more and more people's political ideology beginning to shift? Greg Gutfeld's only going to grow. And that should tell you something right there. People were they took a step back with what they were consuming and said, people like Joy Reid is not the voice that makes any sense anymore. I don't know when she did ever, but for some people, she obviously did. And then over time, as things became more and more about race, more and more about woke ideologies coming out of her mouth, more radical defunding of the police and all this kind of thing came out of Joy Reid's show, people bailed out, and they found a lane, a show to watch in somebody like Greg Gutfeld. I mean, and late night has been dominated by leftists for years. It badly needed somebody that was right of center to have a show. He's always got good panels on there. He had Michelle Tafoya on there just a couple of weeks ago talking. And he's got a very dry delivery, quick-witted. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. I can't wait. I hope Bill Maher's on there at some point. You guys know I like Bill Maher, even though he's not, me and him don't ally on politics. You know, well, he's coming closer to my side than any side, but you get the point. Yeah, Greg Gutfeld's got a great show. He does. And his ratings continue to grow. That 5 show, very good. Again, Fox News as a whole, like their regular news stuff, I don't like. But there are certain personalities that are very, very good on there I like to watch. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.